So I'm here with Jennifer Herbert, who I call Jennifer Mancuso because she's married to the great artist Vince Mancuso. So, these two are a great pair.
That's us.
So we're just
Yeah.
having coffee, and
We are.
and
Good
I've got this fabulous mug, and we go together like drunk and disorderly. So this is about right for us.
Hey, we need to do this at cocktail hour.
Yeah, well, we have to do that. Right now
Yeah.
it's mornings.
I'm rocking a lot. Am I actually making you seasick?
Better than being car sick, right?
This is
Yeah.
is my favorite place to sit.
It is. Now, why is it your favorite place to sit?
This is where I do all of my work. And I have my studio downstairs,
Yeah.
which I do a lot of other stuff on the computer down there. But whenever I'm painting, I sit here. I think because it's just the light is really nice.
Yeah,
I'm on
it
the top
is.
floor. I'm like in this little tree house.
Yeah.
And then this table was my dad's when he was a kid, and
Right.
he used to do his homework on it. So I have it here, and now I'm doing my work on it, and there's a great, crazy, yummy connection there. I just feel really comfortable.
Feel close to your
And
dad.
it's this old box, and I keep all my stuff there.
Just
and
going down
This
here.
is
Oh
my
yeah.
box.
Oh wow.
And all my paints and my inks are here. And I can sit here and I can just start working, and it's just so natural and nice.
Well, that's so
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's
You
a
got so many cool things. You got some pens. You got everything on here.
Yeah, these are
It's-
my pens.
Yeah.
That I work. This is my favorite pencil.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's brass. It's really nice.
It's brass. Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of lead's in there?
I think this is an HB lead.
Mhm.
It's just a regular lead.
Regular
so I do all
lead,
my
okay.
sketching with this.
Right.
And then and then I have all my skull collection.
Oh.
All my different little skulls.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and my favorite little car that my friend Dennis gave me.
I love it.
Yeah,
Oh, I love those
surfboard.
paneled cars. It's
Yeah,
so
they're great.
1950s.
Yeah.
Late. Oh my gosh, that's so
And my
gorgeous.
singing bowl. Yeah, all this stuff that kind of makes me happy.
Yeah,
All
it-
around me here.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is a beautiful space you have here, Jennifer. I'll tell you. So we were talking a little bit earlier about your artwork and what motivates you, and because we're talking about you being an icon, or as your son called you, a psychon.
Yeah, part psycho, part icon.
Yeah, it's icon.
I'm
I like that. I am
that.
psychon.
It's like an episode of Star Trek.
or Transformers. Yeah, or the
Yes.
Psychons and the Borgs.
Yes.
So yeah, the Psychon. Yeah, it would have to be from the first. It would have to be from the first Star Trek, the original Star Trek. That would be the Psychons.
Wait, who was in the original Star Trek?
It was William Shatner
Oh,
and Leonard
William
Nimoy. That was the best.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to you
Back to me. Yes.
and how we digress.
Yeah.
So. Let's see. Oh yeah, you being an icon, and I was talking to you about all the photographs you do of yourself. I thought this is a product and that kind of thing, and that you're an icon. People love these, and it's got that retro feel. Like I said, almost like the 1950s housewife in the kitchen, but with an edge. Like. But bringing it up to today, but also again the hippie vibe. It's just it's you. Nobody else can do it but you. And the point is that I thought, well, geez, people would love to buy these photographs. You say, well, because you've got your Lipstick and Dirty Boots logo on it, and also with your beautiful drawings with your ditties on them. Like I would love to see posters even, that people can just stick up on their walls like in the 60s and 70s like we used to do, so tell me about how you feel about all of that stuff, like where you're coming from. I
Well,
come from
I
wanting to
think-
sell you, but
yeah, no. I mean, I think
know.
the whole thing with the Lipstick and Dirty Boots is like, let's just start with the name, that I came up with Lipstick and Dirty Boots because it represents to me this sort of really fantastic type of woman, because the lipstick is glamorous, the lipstick is sexy, it's
Yeah.
beautiful, it's everything that is has that quality of a woman, but then when you pair it with dirty boots,
Yeah.
and it just says to me that
Just
that's
going down to the dirty boots. And those are beautiful. Those are not just. Those are beautiful dirty boots. Here, I put our
There's
boots.
your dirty boots.
Yay! Anyway, enough of that.
Yeah. No.
So you pair it with the boots, the lipsticks, and the
Yeah,
dirty
so
boots.
the dirty boots represents to me the woman that is tough. She's not afraid to roll up her sleeves and get down into the dirt and work hard, and she's resilient. She's not a princess. And the combination of the two, I think, makes a really beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the that's why I created Lipstick and Dirty Boots. So then the world that I draw are all these type of women archetypes. So they're
Right.
all women that are again beautiful, sexy, romantic, poetic, but damn, they're strong,
Yeah.
and they've got their reasons that they've got to carry on and fight. And they're all different personalities.
Mhm.
Like there's Susie Cream Cheese,
Yes.
who's just adorable and innocent and fun, but finds herself getting into all sorts of trouble, but doesn't understand why.
That'd be the young us. That'd be the 18-year-old or 16-year-old.
who's like, she's chewing gum and she's in the middle of talking to you and she says, "Here, hold my gum." Like she's one of those, right? And then there's Mabel Melody, who's she's the songwriter, she's the singer, she's the poet, and she's trying to struggle and make a livelihood for herself in these divey places that really aren't,
I got tingles while you said that. I went, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get
right?
that.
You could probably relate to a little bit of that.
A little
one.
bit.
Yeah, and her story's developing, and you'll see in the next image that comes out where she's going. And then there's Whiskey, who is my incredible sort of role model, because Whiskey's tough, and she's
Don't mess with Whiskey.
You don't mess with her, and she's going to fight for what she believes in, and she's not going to give up. It's not her last rodeo. And anyway, so I have all these women, and I believe that these are women that other women all relate to as well.
Right.
Because they all have a bit of that in them. They all have that story to tell. So when they see it, they can connect, and they enjoy it. So me,
yes,
I used me, I guess, as a type of part of that, I guess, like as the real person amongst all those women, right? And so I'm definitely part of it.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know, just a figurehead of it. It's sort of all just kind of relates. Even when I do sort of the girls with boots, and I bring in all the other women, they're also for me samples of representing that world.
Yeah. So some of your characters may be composites of people you know, or who people you run into, or as well. I think too.
Yeah.
I think you're probably pulling from some experiences or from other people.
Yeah, definitely.
Their lives.
Yeah.
So that's why it rings true to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because it's from real stuff.
It's real stuff.
Yeah.
And it's and I think that's like I said, it's my story, definitely, because it's funny, because I'm just in this process of, I've been creating all of these things, and then it's like I'm now creating backstories, or I'm doing videos to talk about it, and it's so intuitive to me to draw them and to have them all spill out the way I do, but it's hard for me to put it to words to explain to other people, and that's sort of that's now what I'm having to kind of think about, right? Like, well, why are these women, why are they that way? And it's like, well, because it's just is, and it's part of me, but like I have to have an explanation, and it's funny,
and yet it's also viewer perspective too. People will put their own they will interpret it as they will as well,
Yes. Yeah.
and I'm sure you've had lots of comments when you post on Facebook or on your social media. People have their own take on it,
Yeah, no, they do, and I love that. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what's fantastic about
Yeah.
it, and I almost find that that's the part of the inspiration why I do it, because
Yeah.
when I do put it out there and people are going, "Oh my God, that was me when I was 16 and I ran off, looking for the, Highway 69 and
Yeah, 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 yeah. Route
Route
66 and
66, yeah, and they were flower children. They were like, so it's kind of nice that you hear their stories
Yeah.
and you're bringing something out in them again. I think that they remember.
How do men see your work? How do they view it?
Yeah, well, that's
Have you had
that's
any
in,
feedback there?
yeah, that's interesting because um, I start I started off having the men in and the women in the pieces, and now I've got the men sort of being secondary to the
Yeah.
women, and it wasn't so much intentional. Like it's not that I have this women's kind of, what do you call it, like um, uh, just trying to make women stronger and everything like that. It's not.
No, no,
It's
it's not. It's not a
you know what I mean?
feminist
It's not a
thing.
feminist
Yeah, it's not a
thing.
feminist
No,
thing.
no. But men, yeah. How do they feel?
Well, Jennifer, you
I
can only draw what you know. I mean, you're not a man; you're a woman, and you're portraying women.
yeah. So I mean, back to the thing about what
Yes.
men think.
Yeah. Sorry.
I mean,
Yes. I
I
digress.
think.
I
I mean,
digress.
I think that there's a sex appeal there that
Sure.
probably attracts men because the
Mhm.
women are beautiful women,
Yeah.
and they're kind of um, they they're all the different archetypes that I'm sure that a lot of men have run into,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
kind of nice too. And when I do put a man in, he's super hot.
Actually. Oh my gosh! Yes.
They're
Oh
super
yeah.
hot. They're either rock stars, angels with wings,
Yeah, and
or
tattoos,
tattooed.
and
I mean, they're pretty
cool
awesome.
clothes, and they're strutting their stuff too.
They're strutting their stuff
There's
too.
nothing held back there.
No. They are beautiful. That's for sure.
And why not? Why not? That's a wonderful
Yeah.
thing. Um, so yeah, I just love you. I just love your work, and I own a piece.
You do,
I do
yeah.
own a very beautiful
With a beautiful man in it.
with angel wings and tattoos.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would love to own more, absolutely. And you know what? Yes, I would love a poster of you. Yeah, I think I love like you've got the coolest place, and you've got a lot of retro. Like your place is you and Vince, absolutely. But I think that the scenes that you portray out there with your photographs, the photographs and the pictures, the paintings, they go together. I mean, the illustrations.
Yeah, yeah. I think they all kind of just like they definitely play into one another, and
Yeah.
um, yeah, that's why I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to do with the whole lipstick and dirty boots. Just bring that whole package together. Whether it's me, whether it's other women that I know, and I want to bring them into it, and show off them,
Yeah.
and then and create these stories all about you know different experiences that we as girls might have had, like yeah
Exactly.
yeah
And I think it's partly the women who you portray do sort of, because I'm 67, and I remember what women looked like in the hippie movement in the 60s and the 70s, and how people looked and how they portrayed themselves. And my mom was rocking Irene at the Brunswick House, so I knew.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like
And I
there's a picture there. My God.
yeah, you gotta do her one day. You
Yeah,
gotta do her. But the
yeah.
thing is that, but these women, I knew women like this, like they hail back to them, and there are women like that now. There
Yeah.
absolutely are
Yeah.
on the music and art scenes.
Yeah.
And you go down to Kensington Market, you can just see a lot of great people down there who are
Yeah.
just being themselves and being true to themselves.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you're not afraid to show that.
Well, I think one thing that I always believed in was, to be a cool, woman and sexy woman is to have a sexy brain. And
Yes.
so if you have that going for you, whatever it is, however you're, you know, illustrating that,
Yeah.
um, that's cool. And it
Yeah.
doesn't matter what age you are,
No.
you know,
No.
um, and that can carry you right through, until your old age,
Till your last
because
breath.
it's your last breath, because it's
Yeah.
it's that's interesting. That's interesting stuff,
It is. So
Yeah,
so you would say to women then that be themselves
be themselves.
and
Be themselves. Find your own find your own sexy, find what makes you, you know feel great,
yeah,
and wear it,
wear it.
wear
Yeah.
it, be an individual, don't worry about what everybody else is saying, or what everybody,
Yeah.
you've got your path, and follow your path, stick to it for sure,
Yeah.
you know
So we're gonna have another episode of this.
we'll have another
We're gonna have another
episode.
episode.
Coffee time.
Coffee
With
time.
Chris and Jen.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Why not? So here we
Yeah.
are. We're going out. Here we go. Chin
Cheers.
chin. Cheers.
Thanks, Joyce.
Thank you so
Great
much.
talking
And
to you this morning.
absolutely. And for anyone who's watching this, please, your comments are always welcome. And remember to like, share, and subscribe. Okay.
Just